After another heart-wrenching loss, the Panthers are looking for their 5th win of the season and the 4th under quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. And in today's video, I'm here to give you the keys to a Panthers victory. You're listening to Money in the Bank. Many of us know this is a big game for Ron Rivera for a couple of reasons. One being that he's going to get a chance to face his former team that let him go around this time last year, and his current team, the Washington football team, has a chance to make the playoffs. And this game is going to be huge, and it's going to be reliant upon what he does best, and that's coach defense. As we know about any Ron Rivera-led team, they're going to play great defense. And for that being the case, I don't know how we fare offensively against this team. Washington has a defense that's only giving up 219 yards passing and 112 rushing, and they're keeping teams at bay. And if I'm going into a game and hoping that my quarterback has to be creative in order to get things done, I don't know if this is the quarterback I want to take into that battle. I know I've been kind of harsh on Teddy Bridgewater, but that's just the harsh truth of what we're dealing with right now. For Carolina, the key to victory is going to have to be getting things open off play action. That's going to be the way to keep an aggressive defense at bay. But one thing Ron Rivera defenses are good at, and that's being disciplined. They have their lapses at times, but the one thing they do, they stay disciplined. Well, here's the thing. You can only be so disciplined when the plays are extended. And the one thing the Panthers haven't done well is block well up front. And just in a one-on-one pass rush situation, I don't trust our offensive line to get the job done. Well, if you move the spot, move the quarterback some, maybe you open things up down the field for all receivers to take advantage of their defensive backs. Well, ultimately, it's going to have to come down to what can your quarterback do, as it does every week. And we keep seeing it each and every game. We get the ball last, we fumble the opportunities away. So there really is no excuse as to what has to be done. Quarterback play has to be great towards the end of the game. I think we'll be in this one, but again, what else can we do? And then the only other answer is run the football. Will Mike Davis and Rodney Smith be enough to be able to get things rolling against that defensive front? I just don't think so, but I may be wrong. For the Panthers defense, the game plan is simple. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Antonio Gibson will be the key to that Washington offense, and it's something that you have to take away. And that's the one thing we haven't done well all year, is stop the ground game. So, on the outside, I feel like you match up well. Dante Jackson gets Terry McLaurin, take your chances. Whatever linebacker you want to put on Logan Thomas, whether it be Justin Burris, Jeremy Chin, or like I said, putting Shaq Thompson on him. I don't know if that works either. But I think you have the matchups to match up against Logan Thomas as well. Load the box up, be aggressive, blitz, and get after Antonio Gibson. Do not allow him to get that game going, because if they're able to get that going, this is going to be a very similar game to how the Denver Broncos played their game. They got the ground game going with Melvin Gordon, and they allow for plays to happen down the field. Ultimately, they won their one-on-ones against our defensive backs, Rizzo Douglas, Dante Jackson, etc., etc. Well, the back end is gonna have to be able to hold it up and lock it down tomorrow. Anyways, that's gonna be that's really the only thing I can see. Now, whether you play Dwayne Haskins or Alex Smith, nothing's gonna be happening over the top. They're not gonna be trying to push this ball over the top unless you force them to take their shots. You're gonna have to man up, press up, and force them to have to take shots and do what their quarterbacks aren't very comfortable with doing. That's stretching the ball down the field, and do what their receivers aren't great at doing. That's, again, stretching the ball down the field. But let's get into this final score prediction. Ron Rivera and company ultimately have a team that I just feel is too much for the Panthers to handle. And with that being the case, I have to go with the Washington football team winning this one 21-13. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game for the most part. You'll see some offense here and there. I think the Washington football team have enough. I don't know if Alex Smith is going to play, with that strained left calf. But if he is, I'm picking them to win. And whether Dwayne Haskins plays or not, I still believe they just have enough. They have enough. I don't know if we can stop the ground game. And even if we do we make enough plays in the back end to get it done? Does Teddy Bridgewater somehow magically figure out how to play against tough defenses? I don't think so. I think the Panthers are just a little too overmatched in this one. And so you guys have been listening to Money in the Bank. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Panthers P1N_network, Panthers Nation Podcast, and Jim Dropper Sports as well. I'm your boy Shontis Stewart, and I'm out.